Okay, video 2 continue Acts chapter 18 about Paul's fantastic, amazing ministry going on. Okay. Now, verse 8, Crispus, the ruler of the synagogue, believed in the Lord together with his entire household. And many of the Corinthians, hearing Paul, believed and were baptized. Did you see that? Many of the Corinthians were baptized, believed. Before that, you check this out, when Silas and, verse 3 said, Paul reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath and tried to persuade Jews and Greeks. When Silas and Timothy arrived from Macedonia, Paul was occupied with the word, testifying to the Jews that Christ was Jesus. And when they opposed and reviled him, he shook his garment and said, "To your blood, your own hands, I'm innocent, for now I'm going to the Gentiles." But even that, you see that Crispus, the ruler of the synagogue, believed in the Lord together with his entire household. Even though the Jews opposed and reviled him, and Paul shook his garments and stuff, but the ruler of the synagogue believed in his message, and together with his entire household. And many of the Corinthians, verse 8, and many of the Corinthians, hearing Paul, believed and were baptized. Oh my gosh. How we long to have that kind of success in our ministry. Seriously, I have not seen any modern preachers with that kind of success rate, with that kind of anointing, with that kind of suffering as well, may I add. But regardless, to be able to see such success, well, some people argue this is apostolic. Yeah, he is apostolic, but Jesus didn't say that the anointing stopped in apostles, It goes on and on, because greater things than you do. It's not like greater things the apostles do, greater things that you do. You does not only apply to the apostles, but all time throughout. But you see, suffice to say, so encouraging. Many of the Corinthians hearing Paul believed and were baptized. That is what I want to give you today, and myself, because seriously, I really need that. I want that. I need that. I need encouragement. We need encouragement. We need to see fruitfulness in our ministry. I started the Bible teaching class in my office. Next week is second week coming up. I do pray that you guys pray for that. These are all kinds of mixed bag of Christians of all denominations. Some are not Christians at all. It'll be really exciting to read it, to build up and to share the gospel. Paul goes to the synagogue to the Jews, so I'm going to the